So the instructions are clearly, you know, they're clearly not clear. As you can see, I got the cover draped over the roof of my truck. This is not the ideal situation you want to be in. However, a smart person would have left it rolled up how it came for easy installation, as the instructions clearly states at the end of the instructions. Get this guy off the roof. The moment of truth. Does it fit? For the price of this thing, it's pretty good. They really try to do a good job, like with the seals and everything. The only problem I had was it's not wide enough at the back. So I think I gotta like pull it out a bit or something at the back. I'm not sure. You know, I'm not sure I'm sold on this. Boxes. You can put all kinds of cool stuff in boxes. What's in this box? Used. Not anymore. Oh, excuse me. But what's in your truck box? Unfortunately, everybody knows what's in my truck box because I don't have a cover. Which is why I ordered the cheapest tonneau cover that you can get for an F-150 on Amazon.ca. Some call it Amazon. We're gonna open this thing, put it on the truck, see how it fits, see how it works, see if I can stand on it. Stay tuned. Ugh. Caution, heavy. I think that's the brand. Okay, so it says to put this weather strip here on the outer edge. I'm guessing that means like towards the cab. I'll just butt it up against this plastic molding here. Stretch them on over to this side. Okay, a straight cut. This needs to be cleaned. This is bed liner too, so I'm not sure exactly how well it's gonna stick, but I'm gonna wipe this down quick with some window cleaner or whatever, and then I'm gonna stick it down. Perfecto. Nice and flush all the way along the back and flush with here. So we're good there. So now that we got that out of the way, we're gonna put the rails along the sides and get ready to clamp them on with what they call the G-clamps. Just kind of lightly swatting the knife at this plastic here because it's all painted, anodized, powder coated, not quite sure, in black. So I don't want to mess it up. Ah, nice. So this is actually nicer than expected. It's got a rubber seal right here on the underside. So where it mounts, it's actually gonna have a nice seal to keep dirt, dust, and all that stuff out of the box. The other tonneau covers that I've had at this price point didn't have this type of seal. So that's pretty neat. All right, so this here would be where the end of it clips into. So I'm just gonna go ahead and assume this is for the driver's side. We're just gonna go ahead and sort of lay this on the truck. I didn't install the LED provided to the actual situation of the truck bed because I didn't know what the hell they meant by that. Down here, insert side rails into the front of the front end. Into the front rail of the front. Insert the side rails left and right into the front rail of the front end. Make sure the side rails are parallel and placed on the bed rails. And check that, one word. The reserved positions of side rails and bed rails are the same. Okay, let's do that. Ever so gently rest the cover on the roof of the truck. I probably should have read the instructions first, okay? But I didn't, and we're here now, so whatever. Okay, so this one slides in there. Let's get you a shot of that. So you can see there's a little set screw right here. That just slides in like that. And this set screw here will get tightened, lock this into place. Same deal. There's a little groove in the rail, and this little shape slides in. And you can see that this is all squared up. So we just tighten these screws. I'm gonna put a dab of Loctite on them so I never have to think about them coming loose. If you don't use blue Loctite, it won't work because the Lightning letters on the side are blue and the truck is blue. So you have to match the Loctite with the color of your vehicle, except for red. Don't do that. You don't want to use like a drill or something like that because you have no feeling. And seeing that threads into aluminum, just want to use a little hand tool, it's fine. I'm gonna be here for like a minute. Take the minute. Know your minute, play within it. Ha! Look at this. I don't know if you guys can see this. What is that? Is that supposed to be like that? What is that? You can literally see right out of the box. Maybe they give you extra weather stripping so that you can seal up the box from everywhere because you can see right through the box. That's crazy to me. Maybe it's there intentionally so water and stuff can drain. But what if it was like sand and you're driving home and all your sand falls out? Okay, so now it doesn't say to check anything. It just says you take these clamps and it says slide the front clamp to the best position. So pick what is the best and you'll know it when you see it. Clamp and use the triangle screw to rotate into the metal rod to fix the entire clamp. Okay, this is a triangle screw. So the instructions are clearly, you know, they're clearly not clear. So I've got the cover all the way back, so it's flush with the back of the box. That way if I put something in that needs to go all the way forward, it's not gonna move this assembly or bend anything or whatever. I'm just gonna take a dab of Loctite, put it on my, what they call a triangle screw, and I'm gonna put my bracket up here. You can kind of feel there's a little tab in the front here, a plastic tab that probably holds this down. You don't want to interfere with that, so I'm just gonna put it kind of on the other side of this mounting point here. That way, I'm not getting in the way of anything. On this one up here, the gap is about the same. Triangle screw, I don't know why they call it that, but I find it funny. Just gonna go here with it. Hopefully there is good. Solid as a rock, Marv. Run into a snag. Since I lined up that bracket with the back of the box, the cover actually touches the cab. Like the vinyl part of it probably wouldn't do any damage to it right now, but over time, if you're driving the box and the cab, move at different rates, whatever, it will rub the paint through. I am confident in that. So I'm gonna move this whole thing forward a touch. I'm probably gonna line this here up with this edge, even though this piece here is also adjustable. I don't know. I'll move it forward a bit, try it again and see what happens. I've gone back and forth with this a few times now. To save you guys a lot of time, what I would suggest, put your clamps on loose. What happened was once I tightened it down, it was actually wider than the tonneau cover was kind of designed for. So the rear latch wouldn't reach on one side. It would clip into one, but the other one, the latch wouldn't catch because it was too far away. You'd think it would be the same size as the box, but I guess, you know, given the price of these things, they're like $1 US, it all doesn't work out perfect. So I would put them on loose, roll it out. That way you know your bars aren't gonna hit your clamps. I had that happen as well. And then what happens when you get to the end is you can really size up your latch points. So now I've got it latched, it's all good. All I have to do is roll up the cover. I'm gonna mount these first, and then I'll do the other ones. The fronts are still tight, everything's good at the front, and that's it. Does it look great? No. Does it work? Yes. For the price of this thing, it's pretty good. They really try to do a good job, like with the seals and everything. It's got a nice little strap here. You just pull that, boom, pops up, fold it up. I mean, overall, what more do you really want? The only problem I had was the power tailgate did not want to come down. Oh, I guess now it does. But when it goes up, it snags this seal. It's nice that they try to seal it up, but it fits a little too tight for the tailgate to close. This might actually just be the foam as I'm looking at it here on the corners, which would easily be trimmed. So maybe I'll try and just trim that up a little bit with a knife, because it really doesn't, it'll still seal fine, but you have to give it a bit of a push. So if you push the tailgate, like if you don't have a power tailgate, it's gonna close just fine. It's all sealed. It's got a weather strip at the back here, and it looks pretty good overall. I'm gonna pull it out in the sun, let it marinate a little bit, and I don't know, overall, I'm super happy. It was 240 bucks Canadian, and you know, other ones like the next one up, like Tuxedo or whatever, I think they started on 450. They go all the way up to, you know, you could spend probably $2,000 on a tonneau cover, or 1,500 bucks on a tonneau cover, but really, this is all we need. I think it looks good and it does the job. So I'm glad we got it. I'm glad it went on as easy as it did. A couple little things to be mindful of as to where you put your clamps. Put them on loose. My advice would just be to set the ends up on it first, That way you know that once you're done, you get back to the end here, you know it fits proper, it closes how it should. I wonder if this one, you kind of close this first and then, we'll see if it closes by itself. No, it won't. So that sucks to kind of lose a feature of the truck, but maybe over time, she lets up a little bit. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.